Hello, I'm back for the part 2 of my report. The learning objective of this part. At the end of the report, you should be able to identify the different problems faced by the adult learners. The topical outline, problems faced by the adult learners. Here are the following problems faced by the adult learners. First on the list is the lack of time. Balancing a job, family, and other responsibilities is challenging enough for most adults. While studies have shown the more credits a student carries at once, the more likely he or she is to complete his or her degree. But a full-time adult learners just is, isn't feasible for it. The second problem is the financial barriers. For adult learners specifically, who don't have parents to financially assist them, it is hard for them. But for adult farmers, they don't have to invest to school, but most invest them in their farm inputs instead. And the third problem is the lack of confidence. Returning adult students often worry the response time may be slower or they may not be able to keep up with the technology used in today's classrooms. For the adult farmers, they doesn't socialize other because they believe they are not belong in the same level and doesn't give their opinions because they're afraid of. Another problem faced by the adult learners nowadays is the social anxiety. It turns out high schoolers aren't the only ones worried about fitting in with their fellow students. Many adult students worry about how they look to their younger, but adult students may realize that life experience they've gained over the years between high school and today is invaluable, both to themselves and to their classmates. So encourage them to join the study groups and other available programs to take advantage of the differing perspective their peers have to offer. Another problem is the lack of support. Those who have been out of the school environment and in the workforce for years, however, can feel subtly discouraged by family, friends, or even peers who have been fear of their own about how them returning to school will affect them. And lastly, the fear, the fear of disruption, suspicions, and anxiety. Some people usually feel satisfied and protected under the old arrangement, where they have been remained unchallenged. In the face of a change which they don't know the details, they often feel threatened and become suspicious. That's the outcome would be. And so that's the end of the part 2. Thank you for listening.